In 1881, Sarah Lockwood Winchester's world was shattered. Her infant daughter had died of marasmus, and now her husband, William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, succumbed to tuberculosis. Alone and grieving, Sarah inherited a vast fortune, over $20 million and nearly 50% ownership of the company, providing her with a daily income of $1,000, an immense sum at the time. Plagued by sorrow and seeking solace, Sarah consulted a spiritual medium. The medium warned her that she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles and that she must appease them. To do so, she was instructed to move west and build a house for these spirits, a house that should never be completed. Thus began Sarah Winchester's journey to California, a journey that would lead to the creation of one of the most mysterious and haunted houses in America. In 1884, Sarah Winchester arrived in San Jose, California, carrying grief, wealth, and a strange mission. She purchased an unfinished farmhouse sitting on 160 acres of land. But this was no ordinary investment. She believed she had been chosen, or cursed, to build a sanctuary for restless souls. Construction began immediately, and it never stopped. Carpenters were hired to work in shifts, day and night. No architect. No blueprint. Sarah gave instructions as they came to her, often claiming the spirits themselves guided the plans. Rooms appeared, vanished, twisted. Stairs led to ceilings. Doors opened into walls. Secret passages spiraled. The home began to sprawl like a living thing, a physical maze meant to confuse the spirits of the dead. This wasn't just a house, it was a labyrinth of sorrow, guilt, and fear. As the months turned into years, Sarah Winchester's estate began to defy logic. With no master plan and endless funding, the house grew like a living organism, unpredictable, chaotic, haunted. There were 24/7 construction shifts. Workers built staircases that climbed into ceilings, doors that opened into thin air, and windows inside floors. Sarah insisted it wasn't madness, it was protection. The spirits, she believed, would be confused, trapped, misled. The mansion expanded to over 7 stories at its peak, a maze of over 100 rooms, secret corridors, false closets, and twisting hallways. It was a house without end. A house built not for the living, but to imprison the dead. By the 1890s, the Winchester house had become a living legend. Locals whispered of ghost sightings. Workers reported disembodied footsteps, cold spots, and whispers with no source. Sarah became more reclusive, often seen wandering the halls at night, carrying only a lantern. She held seances in a special, blue room, where it said she spoke directly to the spirits. Only she knew the true purpose behind each door, hallway, or hidden staircase. As the mansion grew, so did the mystery, and the fear. It wasn't just a house anymore. It was a spiritual fortress, built from grief, paranoia, and whispers from the other side. At 5:12 a.m. on April 18, 1906, the earth roared awake. The Great San Francisco earthquake shook Northern California with violent force. The Winchester Mansion, with its 7 stories of twisted architecture, suffered brutal damage. Walls cracked. Towers toppled. Entire wings collapsed. Sarah Winchester was trapped in her bedroom for hours before being rescued. Locals said it was a sign, a punishment from the spirits she failed to appease. After the quake, Sarah sealed off dozens of rooms. She ordered that the rubble remain untouched in places, preserved like ghost-filled tombs. But the work never stopped. The hammers kept echoing through the halls. For Sarah, the spirits had simply grown louder. As the mansion's maze grew stranger, its logic unraveled completely. Sarah Winchester's designs took on a dreamlike, or nightmarish, quality. There were doors that opened into sheer drops. Windows embedded in floors. Cabinets that extended into solid walls. Some believed the spirits instructed her. Others thought she was deliberately trying to lose them, confuse them, in an endless, shifting web. One servant reported being warned, "Never walk the same path twice." Over 160 rooms, staircases that twisted on themselves, and halls that looped like an Escher drawing. It was no longer a home. It was a puzzle. A trap. A portal built by fear, and protected by madness. The mansion's most puzzling feature, however, was the locked rooms. Entire wings were sealed off, bricked up, or left in a state of incompletion. Sarah Winchester believed the spirits roamed freely within the house, and these hidden rooms, dark and abandoned, were meant to keep them contained. Legend has it that Sarah herself would roam the house at night, visiting the rooms and hallways no one else dared enter. Servants who worked in the house spoke of her whispered instructions: "Never open that door, that room is for them." Years of building, years of secrets, the Winchester house had become not just a place, but a prison of the mind, body, and spirit. Was Sarah trying to lock away her grief? Or was she trying to keep the spirits of the dead from escaping? As the years passed, the haunting stories surrounding the Winchester mansion only grew. Workers who remained in the house at night spoke of strange sounds, whispers from nowhere, footsteps echoing through the halls, and the sound of furniture moving on its own. There were stories of Sarah's nightly encounters with the spirits of the dead. Some claimed she spoke with the ghosts directly, pleading with them for forgiveness. She would often leave food offerings in the halls, leaving out empty chairs for the guests to join her. The mansion, with its endless rooms and spiraling staircases, had become a prison for the restless dead, a place where the living and the dead coexisted in a perpetual state of fear and grief. The spirits never left, and neither did Sarah. As the years passed, Sarah Winchester became more and more isolated. Her obsession with the house and the spirits that haunted it consumed her life. She lived in a constant state of fear and grief, losing her daughter and husband, then trying to appease the restless spirits with her bizarre architectural designs. By the early 1920s, Sarah's health began to decline. She had suffered from arthritis and was nearly bedridden in the mansion she had built. Despite her failing health, construction continued, even at night. The workers, many of whom had been with her for years, whispered that she never stopped building, that she never stopped talking to the dead. On September 5, 1922, Sarah Winchester passed away at the age of 83. She died in the same house she had spent so many years designing, alone with her spirits. After her death, the mansion was sealed for a time, but the legacy of the haunted house lived on. Was Sarah Winchester's obsession with the house a curse, or was it the only way she could come to terms with the spirits that haunted her every day? Though Sarah Winchester passed away in 1922, the Winchester Mystery House stands today as a testament to her obsession, grief, and the restless spirits she believed haunted her. The mansion is now a popular tourist attraction, where visitors can explore the strange maze of rooms, staircases that lead nowhere, and the eerie remnants of a place built from fear and loss. Many still claim to experience paranormal activity within its walls, from ghostly apparitions to strange sounds. The house continues to intrigue and terrify, a physical manifestation of a woman's obsession with the supernatural. If you've been captivated by the mystery of the Winchester house, be sure to subscribe for more chilling true stories. Check the description for the full story source and other haunting details.